Okay, that's Black Desert right there.
We can't outrun them!
We might! In that quad jumper!
Hey, we need a pilot!
We've got one!
You!
I'm the shot caller, yep.
Ah! What about that ship?
Throwing in Liberty.
Garbage! The garbage will do!
I'm just being honest. This is the guy that everyone is so upset with. This is the adventurers traveling to Seoul. Now, I want to be clear. I think that the devs do pour their heart and soul, pun intended, into expansions like this, especially expansions that have to do with Korea. I will also say that Jay is hurting badly because this shirt could not have cost him more than $4 from JCPenney. I'm just being honest.
검은 사막 총괄 프로듀서 김재입니다. 아침의 나라 황해도 편이 드디어 전 세계에 출시됐습니다. 뭔가 여러분들께서 항상 검은 사막에 보내
Thanks for unwavering affection and support for Black Desert. Unwavering is an interesting way to put it. I would consider my support for Black Desert unwavering, as I'm trying to put on one of the biggest events of the summer. But I would not consider the community support to be unwavering. If I YouTube BDO right now, God forbid I pull up any of Fake Uniforms videos.
주시는 애정과 응원 덕분에 이렇게 무사히 개발해서
We've been able to safely develop and present this content for you.
지금도 새로운 스토리를 즐기시거나
Many of you are enjoying the new storyline, decorating, I don't know what the fuck, swiftly crafting sovereign weapons, or challenging the Black Shrine with its formidable new boss. In fairness, I really enjoyed the expansion release. I just want to be clear. I enjoyed the crap out of it. I'm just going to say it. I think that the developers with the guild bosses are an incredible development step for the Black Desert development team. Very good. However, also, I like sovereign weapons. I think they look cool. I think, yeah, you enhance them rather quickly up front, but then like on the back end of it is, I don't know, it's probably just too easy. I'll be honest with you. It's probably too easy for the endgame players, but there was no way for them to release content that was going to be undoable for players that had trillions of silver sitting. Oh, I like sovereign weapons. I think, yeah, they got finished a little quickly. Maybe there was a way to prevent that, but who fucking knows? That being said, the guild bosses were incredible. The main story seems okay so far, but I'll admit I've been speedrunning it because I haven't had the motivation to listen to it. I might do it off stream and just like listen to the story off stream and just relax while I hang out in Discord with the homies. That being said, this expansion appeals to, if this is the whole player base, if this circle represents the entire Black Desert player base, that's the amount of players that this expansion appeals to. Okay. It's basically just the Giga endgame players. Maybe the bosses, if you include like the bosses, maybe it's like this much. Okay. I would be even willing to say like this much, but the problem is it's only the bosses, right? And once you're done with the bosses for the week, that's it, right? You do the bosses for the week, you have fun with your friends, and then you just log out of BDO. That's the problem. There's no reason to continue logging in. Like other expansions have a reason for you to continue to log in and stay logged in consistently and progressing over time. Right now, the only reason to log in is to do the world bosses, but you can only do those once per week. So you log in, you bang those out, you're done, right? In one day. The guild bosses, you do like once a week, and they're really fun content, admittedly, but like, and they appeal to half, if not more than half, of the player base, but for only a small amount of time per week. So the problem with this expansion is that it just does not resonate with a vast variety of players. And if you look at the Steam charts for this, somebody showed me this today. This is the Steam charts for our game over time. You can see where the various expansion releases have come out. You can see the bumps. That's seasonal right there, by the way, for the first time right there. This is our expansion release here. You'll notice that the graph is going the wrong way. Okay. That is not good. That's not good at all. Now, to be clear, if you sort this by 1 month, okay, it's peaking, but like this is within a month, right? Let's sort by 6 months is probably a little more genuous, right? This is before we started having issues. Okay. This is the expansion release here. Again, this is fucking June. Nothing really happened in June other than the Heidel Ball, right? So like the Heidel Ball happened in June. That's the reason for the small bump. But like there's no new content being released through here. And BDO had like a really rocky decline through this time period here. And you'll notice that the expansion is supposed to help a lot more than this. It's supposed to go. Guys, this is it. There's no new content coming to Black Desert Online for probably another 8 months. We're going to get the Calpheon Ball in December, right? We're going to get a new life skill. New life skill is a bit of a stretch, right? Like, we're going to get like a new life skill coming out soon, but like that's not going to bring a tremendous amount more to the game, right? Like there's no new class on the horizon. There's no new expansion on the horizon. And this is the spike. This is it. This is the peak for the next year that we're going to see in the category. That's not good. It's already going down. It's already going. People are already finished. Right? It got slightly more than the Berserk collab last week. That is really rough. I'm having fun with the expansion, but I'm going to tell you right now, this expansion did not resonate, I think, the way that the developers wanted it to resonate. The reason the first Land of the Morning Light expansion resonated the way that it did is because we had Lost Ark shitting the bed at the same time. Okay? Boss Blitz was some great new content. PvP hadn't been ruined yet. And there was reasons for players to continue logging into the game that didn't necessarily include the new content, right? Imagine playing on Steam. Okay, so I forgot. This is my mistake. Guys, Steam does not encompass the entire Black Desert player base, okay? If I ran a poll right now, in fact, I will run a poll for the sake of the video that's going to come out of this. Poll, let's run a poll. It's going to... Do you own game on Steam or client? Okay, so if you own it by the client, non-Steam and Steam. Okay, let's see how many people here own the game or open the game on Steam and how many people have it on the client. If you own it through both, it's Steam then. Okay, now I want to be clear that when you're reading a graph, guys, and I'm a teacher, I love teaching my students this as well. When you're reading a graph, it's important to be able to understand how to read a graph over time, okay? And what trends look like, okay? Because if you look at this 7-day graph, okay, which way is the graph trending? You're like, oh, it's the same. No, it's trending upwards, right? It's trending upwards because the lowest end peak is right here, right? Then the lowest end peak is higher on this side of the graph. So if you graphed it over time, the line is slightly going upwards. That's over 7 days. Okay, because the new expansion came out. You expect this, right? Now, if I go to 1 year, which way is the graph trending? Okay, it's downwards. Now, by the same token, people will argue, people who have no idea how to read graphs and how to do statistics are going to argue, well, Steam does not represent the larger player base as a whole. And those people are not necessarily wrong. They're completely wrong. Okay, they're not a little bit wrong. They're completely wrong. While they are correct in saying the Steam client side does not represent all of the players worldwide, Steam is an excellent indicator for how many players are playing the game worldwide. Okay, so if Steam is down, it represents the greater trend that Black Desert is down overall. You're right, these numbers don't necessarily mean anything. You're not looking at the numbers, you're looking at the graph trend. Okay, so over time, if Steam is trending downwards, you can basically expect that, okay, well, if 50% of the people have it installed on Steam and 50% have it installed on the client and Steam is really far down, that means the client is probably also really far down. That means the overall actual numbers for BDO which we don't actually see, by the way. It is almost a perfect 50-50 split. It's almost a perfect 51% of people in my chat currently have, it looks like 260 people voted. And 130 of them, roughly 260 people voted. And 130 of them install it on Steam. So it's roughly 50-50, at least based on my community. And I would say that that's kind of overall a reasonable take, right? I'd say maybe 50-50. You could even say that client has 60%. That doesn't really matter because you're looking at the trend over time. So when the trend on Steam is downward like this, that's really scary. Not because of these numbers, guys. It's because the trend is down, right? And it does represent a significant percentage of the players worldwide, especially in the West. Especially in the West. Okay. So this trending down like this and really only seeing this much of a spike, yeah, that spike is also probably represented on the client side as well. We can't see those numbers. We can only work off the Steam numbers, right? But like the fact that the game is still trending downwards is really bad. Veterans are on client, and these new players, and these are the players quitting. Very likely the trend is much worse. You could argue that a lot of the original Black Desert players have it on the client. I have it on client, and I started when Steam released. I said, fuck buying it on Steam. I'm going to buy it on the client anyway. So I bought it on the client, and I'm an original player. And I would say that most of the OG players that have been playing for longer than I have, they all have it on the client. He's not wrong. But I don't know if the client would necessarily be worse because those players are more prone to quitting than others. Because this expansion, you could also argue that this expansion is more geared towards those players than the new players, if that makes sense, right? So like, even if the new players were inclined to install it on Steam, you could argue the exact opposite because this expansion is actually supposed to be geared towards those OG players, unless they're PvPers, in which case they're fucked. PvPers are just not allowed to play the game anymore. Everyone is experiencing Morning Light in their own unique way. Some people are choosing to experience it via Lost Ark. Actually, a decent amount of my viewer base is playing Guild Wars 2. And I know this based on the comments to my videos and my demographics on YouTube. I hope that all of our adventures are filled with joy. Now, our Black Desert studio will focus more on continuing adventures in the original continent with you. Okay, so he's actually trying to say that, okay, yeah, we're going to come back and make more content for the main continent now. Striving to provide newer and more enjoyable experiences. We are preparing to share news about future developments through next month's developers commentary. And I look forward to hearing the developer commentary. Please wait a little longer and we will return with good news. I'm so sorry. It's just really funny to me. PvPers, please wait a little longer. Please wait a little longer, PvPers. We will fix it in the next patch. Bro, there's no one left. Okay? The PvPers are gone. All right? They're gone. They're gone, all right? And I'm telling you right now that the remaining player base is also extremely upset. PvPers are fucking gone. Fuck PvPers, right? I'll unban this guy, sure. The PvPers are just out the window. Now I'm talking pretty exclusively to the life skillers and the progression play, like the life skillers, the PvEers, the progression players. Most of my chat, hi guys, I love you guys. You guys mostly are PvE players, right, chat? Most of you say fuck PvPers, they're toxic, fuck PvP in general. We don't want a PvP. That's most of the player base that is remaining, okay? Make a poll. Honestly, yeah, that's a good idea. I like this whole poll thing. Let's see. Let's not just assume. How do you experience BDO? Do you consider yourself a PvE, a life skiller, or PvP? Who do you consider yourself the most? This isn't, oh, well, I tried PvP one time. No. What do you do the most of in BDO? PvE, life skilling, and PvP. What do you enjoy the most in the game? Not what do you do the most. It's what do you enjoy the most. Okay? Because you can't always be PvPing. So what do you enjoy the most out of Black Desert Online, guys? Do you enjoy PvP, PvE, or life skilling? I watch my DK thighs. That's a version of PvP. I am questing. Literally no one likes you. PvP, where do I find it? Yeah, you don't. The 13th voice, watching you play. Based tick. Everybody else is like, I've been playing Guild Wars 2, Blue. Does that count? I've been trying to get PvPers out of my fucking chat for the last 6 months. I even have comments on my YouTube videos that literally say, why is a PvEer covering life skilling content? I mean, why is a PvEer covering PvP content? That is what I get. That is what I get for supporting the PvPers as long as I have. I gave the PvPers a voice on my platform. I am a PvPer. As much as you might not like to admit it. So even the PvPers don't like to call me a PvPer. That's the funny thing. They're like, no, we don't claim the bald loser. We don't claim the crying transgender bald man. Okay? Woman. It just doesn't happen. 52% PvE, 35% PvP, and 13% of chat are complete losers. So, like, yeah, 13% of people like life skilling. That is insane. I just want to say hi, life skillers. I love you. I fight for you too. Okay. I have made content that is fought for life skillers, PvEers, and PvPers. I try to help every aspect of the community. That being said, I think that the PvPers are the most upset right now, which is a good thing. As much as if you watch my React videos, I guarantee you're probably pissed off, okay, with constantly hearing PvPers bitch, whine, and complain about everything. But here's the thing. You're not happy either. The PvEers aren't happy. The life skillers aren't happy. And the PvPers aren't happy. But here's the difference between the three of y'all. You need the PvPers, chat. You need these fuckers. As much as you might not like to admit it, you need someone to throw a fucking temper tantrum about the game. Like something a 5-year-old would be proud of. You know what I mean? Because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Okay? We don't need them. No, you don't need them for the open world PvP. Reinhardt, don't worry about those fucking losers. Okay? Open world PvP is not coming back. They can, it's a tough pill to swallow, but they're going to swallow it anyway, okay? That's not what you need them for. You need them so that the developers will change the game. They're not going to change PvP. They've made it really clear. But they can fix your progression. They can fix your PvE. They can fix your grind zones, right? They can fix the things that you want, okay? Because the PvPers are complaining. They're not going to fix PvP. It's not going to happen. They're not getting open world PvP back. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to say it, all right? Open world PvP will never come back in the way that it was implemented in the game when we started. PvPers need to go to the forums so we get it fixed. Oh, Janice. Oh, sweetie pumpkin. Oh, I hope you're memeing. Oh, he's joking. He's joking. He's joking. I love going to the forums and getting 3,000 upvotes on a post only to hear CM Corruption go, heard ya. We'll relay it. Seriously. Like, that's it, bro. That's what's gonna happen. heard you. And then nothing will happen because of it. Okay. You can post on the forums all you want. I can cry and scream on my platform as much as I want. The creators can make as much doomer content as they can. The devs won't hear any of that. Okay. The only hope we have for the game, and this is the brutal fucking truth, okay, is that they release enough PvE end game content that the game has new purpose for the players that have begun playing. The players that played it before, the players that played it for the Node Wars, for Siege, for the open world content, for the GVGs and everything else, your time is up. The game is over for you. It's never coming back. Okay, you need to start accepting this. Okay, it's sad, but it's true. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. The game is not for you anymore. There is no more of that. And it hurt. The reason why I've been screaming, the reason why I've been yelling the last 2 or 3 months is because I'm one of you guys. I played the game when it was fun like that with Note, who's in my chat right now. He edits all my videos. We think Note and I used to do at Elric Shrine every day. Note, what would we do when we saw someone, a white dot at Elric Shrine? What would we do when we saw a white dot at Elric Shrine and we wanted to grind? Run. No. God damn it. No, you're supposed to. We flag and drag, dude. Flag and drag. Focus. Yeah, that's right. Flag and drag, baby. That's right. That's funny, bro. But seriously, we would flag on those people and we would kill them. And if somebody killed us, do you know what we did? We ran away. No, we fought him and tried to kill him. And if we couldn't kill him, we'd run and we'd kill somebody else who was weaker than us so that we could have their spot. And that's the truth. Right? The game is no longer for people like us. The game is not for people who want to open world PvP. The game is not for people who want to do GVGs. The game is not for people who aren't consenting to PvP overall. Okay. And I'm going to raise you one further. Okay. If you still have this delusion that like you're going to get your PvP back, I'm going to raise you one further. Okay. China. Okay. China does not allow open world PvP. I'm just gonna say it. They do not allow players to be flagged on in the open world. Black Desert cannot publish their game in China if there is open world PvP in the game. And they are trying to put they're trying to publish Black Desert in China because there's money. Money, please. Okay, so it's only going to get worse. Open world PvP is going to be removed from the game. All right. China will not have the same version of the game. So there are versions that there's certain aspects of the Chinese version of the game will have that the rest of us don't have. Okay, including Korea. All right. However, it's very clear that they're trying to at least somewhat standardize the version of the game that is introduced worldwide. For example, we now know the percentage chance on rolly boxes. Do you think they did that because they care about you, the consumer? Do you think they put the percentage on rolly boxes on their website because they give a fuck about you? No, they did it because China forced them to. They used to never do that in the past for any reason. Fuck, we didn't even have enhancement percentages on our gear. Anyone remember that? I remember that. I remember when I would put something in the enhancement window, there's no percentage on the screen. You have no clue what the percentage is. There's no pity system. You know why there's a pity system now? Do you know why those percentages are there? Because they've been trying to get the game published in China for many, many years now. They have been struggling and they're right there. They finally got approved for publishing rights in China. And there's one more thing they got to do. They gotta excise those toxic shithole PvPers that have been propping their game up for years. You got to look up a doc to see what stack to use on your gear. True. That's what we used to have to do. Okay. So I'm just going to be honest with you. The game is headed in a PvE direction. This is not going to change, and this is not necessarily a bad thing for the game in general. Okay. As a PvPer, I just want good, consensual PvP. I actually don't fucking care about running into a grind zone and being able to flag on somebody. I really do not care about that. Okay. What I do care about is being able to get together with my guild members, with the boys, okay, in the open world, okay, or in Node Wars and Siege particularly. Those are the two big ones, okay? In Node Wars and Siege particularly, and fucking play with the boys. That's what I want to do. I want to play with the boys, okay? There's no reason right now in BDO to get together with your guild members in voice. I'll repeat that one more time. There is no reason to get together in voice anymore. Node Wars are dead and don't even require you to be in voice to do them. That's the truth. Does anyone actually need to be in voice for Node Wars? No, you could literally just do an entire Node War not being in voice with each other. Right? The only reason, and yeah, I'm getting to that place. The only reason to be in voice with people nowadays is for group grind zones. Right? For extended periods of time. Is group grind zones. Okay? In particular, group endgame PvE content, like we just got with our boss blitz. What excites me about this new expansion is the fact that the developers have shown that they're capable of giving us bosses that require us to do mechanics and work together as a team for a reasonably extended period of time each week. All right? Longer than 10 minutes or 5 minutes, which is what a Node War runs for nowadays. Okay? These bosses are really fun to do with each other. All right? If they can create bosses like this, all right, there's a good chance that they could create a guild raid in the near future, right? There's a good chance that they could create more bosses like this in the future, more group PvE content that we could do with each other. That would give people a purpose to go grind for their gear that wasn't PvP. Because I hate to say it, guys, but PvP's done. They're not changing this system. I had faith for a while that they were going to change it. They've watched every major PvP guild on North America and Europe and SA and SEA. They're all dead. They're gone. That's it. That's it. And right now, the reason the game is hurting is because they took away PvP, but PvE doesn't have an end game. It's Dekia 2. Hey, it's the hey, remember Ash Forest that you started grinding out of seasonal? Yeah, out of seasonal. Yeah, you can do Dekia for that now. It just gets harder, but there's just more drops for the Debo necklace that you need. Okay, cool. Okay, well, wait, what's Dekia 2? It's the exact same fucking thing, but like now you get even more drops. Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, and you wonder why PvEers are upset. Because you keep giving them low effort content that they're just like, so why am I even grinding for this? Like, why do I even care? Right? Now, there is a small portion of the player base, 10 to 15% of the player base, that just grind because it's not only is it cathartic, but like they just don't fucking care. They don't need a purpose. They're just going to go in circles. That's what they like. Their favorite geometric shape is a triangle, and they like that they like that they can go in a triangle. Okay? That's it. Right? And so 10 to 15% of the players don't give a shit, but the rest of the players, the PvPers, the majority of the PvEers, and especially the life skillers, they care a lot. And that's why this trend is down. Okay? This is our expansion height. It's never been this low. Like, look at this fucking shit. This is crazy. If you look at the all-time, you don't even see the bump. That's how fucking bad this is. That's how fucking bad this is. All right? It's not just the PvPers that are upset. It's everyone. But, like, they've shown that they don't want to go in a PvP direction for the game. So the PvPers have to go find something else to do. Okay? I'm going to recommend, like, Naraka Blade Point. That's, like, the closest thing that I... That's it, bro. Throne and Liberty is right around the corner, boys. I'll see you there. You know what I mean? This is it. Okay? Throne and Liberty is it for us. Okay? TL, baby, let's go. You know, it's funny. I wasn't super hyped up for Throne and Liberty until Jay killed PvP and BDO. What made you most hyped about the Throne and Liberty expansion release, Blue? Black Desert. Ironically enough, I wasn't hyped up for Throne and Liberty at all before BDO started headed downhill. And now I'm like, damn, I cannot wait to play Throne and Liberty. I cannot wait to play fucking Throne and Liberty too. And everybody always tells me the same thing. Blue, it's garbage. I'm aware. Let me just show you a Okay, that's Black Desert right there.
We can't outrun them!
We might! In that quad jumper!
Hey! We need a pilot!
We've got one!
You!
I'm the shot caller, yep.
Ah! What about that ship?
Throne and Liberty.
Garbage! The garbage will do!
I'm just being honest. Okay? And if you edit Jay's face over the fucking missile that blew up our fucking game, it's a perfect meme. All right? I'm just being real. All right? Like, God is my witness.
주시면 좋은 소식으로 찾아뵙겠습니다.
Please wait. So, all of this to say, the reason I laugh at please wait a little longer, we will return with good news, is the PvPers probably think that's about them. You've got loads over here going, oh thank God. Oh thank God they're gonna fix it. Like that's not about you guys. They're talking about the PvEers and the life skillers, bro. They're not coming for you, bro. That's it, bro. The good news that they're going to tell you is that, guys, we've reworked Siege 2. Wait, what? Now it's a last hit fort. Everyone has to zerg the castle. And when the castle goes down, the last person to hit the fort gets the castle. Saved. Oh, God. Wait. Watch it happen. Watch it happen.
모험가 여러분, 항상 감사드리고 저희가 준비한 아침에
We hope you enjoy Land of the Morning Light.
감사합니다.
Thank you. It'll be okay, Jay said. Here's the coupon code for Land of the Morning Light lube. Perfect. Oh, it was a U. I thought it was. That's my man. Literally told us, please wait. Please, God, wait. Oh, I knew it. I knew, of course it's that. I was like, wait, let me just see these comments right here. It's going to be a PvPer first. You know it. You know it because the whole world revolves around PvPers. Sorry, guys. The new content we promised was only a weapon and party bosses. I understand we tricked you. Oh, they're going to trick you again. We worked 1 year for this, and everything is basically progression. I understand we could make this whole region stuff in about 2 months, but why waste the developers on here? Sorry for tricking you over a year and basically give you a higher tier of already existing stuff in the game and calling it content. So here's some free stuff and shut up. That, chat, is why you need PvPers. Because the PvPers are the ones that will comment on videos like this. You might not like PvPers, but we can all agree that he's not wrong. Even if you're a PvEer, you can get on board with what he said right there. The video was longer than the fights in the New World, but no shot! Brothers! Oh! No, God! No! PvP. I told you it's the PvPers that speak their mind, guys. You don't see life skillers and PvEers. They are probably giving this video a thumbs down, right? Or maybe they're like, oh yeah, Jay smiled at me. Oh yeah, he means well. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, easy peasy, right? But like, generally speaking, they're not the ones that are going to come down here and comment. They're not the ones that are going to constantly make videos talking about how the game is garbage, right? You need the PvPers because they're the ones that complain. For better or worse, they're the complainers. They're the whiny, toxic, fucking loser children in their mom's basement that you need so that the game improves. Okay? The life skillers and the PvEers, those are the people that you bully. Okay? Those are the people that in school that we bullied and we shit on, right? The PvPers were the bullies. And you need the bullies to bully the developer. Because the people will just sit there and the other people will just sit there and take it. You gotta have a bully. And they the bullies. They the bullies. Anyway, yeah, I thought that this was pretty funny. I don't even think that this counts as a dev update. That's what they advertised this as, though. This is insane. Anyway, oh my God. Jesus. This is on the official Black Desert channel. Their video is fucking ratioed. Their video is fucking ratioed on the official 100 votes is not that much. Holy cope. Holy cope. Not only is it almost double the upvotes. Not only is it almost double the upvotes, right? Yeah, that's what you don't understand. It's like, oh, wait, well, this isn't all that much. Guys, the people that interacted with the video, of the people that interacted with the video, overwhelming percentage of them, over 60% of these people did not like the video. Okay? And that's just the people that interacted with it. Again, those are just the people who will speak loudly enough. Right? It changed, refresh. I don't want to say that I have a direct influence on it. I am not telling you to go downvote the video. And I am not necessarily going to downvote the video in front of this many people. I would never be so brazen. Now, revert the node war changes, please. Revert the node war changes, please. Bring back old PvP. Bring back rivalry PvP. Jay, please quit your job. Have I made my point? Have I spoken slowly enough that you can understand? And by the way, before you say, oh, it's just a bunch of Blue Squadron dick riders, these were 9 hours ago comments. 6 hours ago, 10 hours ago. I never even saw the video. It's not me sending them. This is just the community speaking. I'm not telling you to do this. Guys, if you like Black Desert right now and you like the direction of the game, upvote the video. Upvote the video. You should positively engage with the video if you're positive about BDO right now. I'm not going to tell people to downvote the video. Like, I'm not doing that. So before anybody tries to fucking blame me for this, it is not my fault. Fix PvP and give value to uncapped gear. Stop capped content. Revert node wars and remove the RNG hit last year. Add new engaging and not time-gated content. Full 24/7 map PvP instance with objectives and rewards. Put away to earn silver for PvP players. We're tired of running in a circle. Add new grind spots. Jae-Hee is just lazy development. It needs to stop. Again, guys, this is a PvPer talking, but if you're a PvEer, are we wrong? Is he wrong? PvEers, is he wrong? No, he's fucking not. You need people to talk like this. Is most of his statement about PvP? Sure. They're not going to listen to any of that shit, right? This is what you want him to listen to. This is why he has upvotes, okay? Keep adding boss blitz for 5 or even 10 men with challenging content. Again, another based and true sentiment. So even if you're not a PvPer, this guy is gaming, right? This is clearly a PvPer. No question. But he's spitting facts about PvE too. You need a bully, guys. These are the bullies that you need, because otherwise the developers ain't listening to you. You're too much of a bitch. Okay? At least throw them an upvote when you see something that you like. Newer, let me guess, tier 3 Dekia. Holy shit, bro. Stop, they're already dead. He's completely destroying this game's nature, destroyed PvP and guilds. Veterans are the core of this game, PvP also. Everything is capped. This man needs to be fired ASAP. God. Oh, you know, I just realized. Maybe he can't read English. I'm just going to do him a favor. It is possible.
그는 이 게임의 본질을 완전히 파괴했습니다. 파괴된 PVP와 길드, 베테랑도 이 게임의 핵심입니다. 모든 것이 제한되어 있습니다. 이 사람은 최대한 빨리 해고되어야 합니다.
Okay. We communicate clearly. They hit the dislikes? No, I have a Google Chrome extension that allows me to see it. It doesn't matter. Jay, it's time for retirement. Go home, get a garden, a few pets. Whatever you want, but please resign. Let someone else able to read feedback from the community replace you. And that's the truth. The crazy thing is that Jay does not need to be replaced if he just swallows his pride and listens to the community. That's it, right? That's all he needs to do. You just need to actually listen to the community. If you don't, the game is cooked, Jay. I'm not going to say that's a direct result of me watching the video. I like to think that people make their own choices. Okay? I like to think that people make their own choices. Because here's the deal. I can't force people to go fucking interact with shit. People make up their own decision. That is 100 extra people from my community that felt strongly enough, okay, to not only click on this video, because I didn't link this video in chat, to not only come find this video, but to downvote it because they're unhappy with BDO2. Okay, and I do want to point out that at least 2 of us love Black Desert Online, because that was only 86 before. That was only 86 before. Okay? So now at least 2% of us are loving BDO. Don't tell me I'm completely negative. The reason that I am unhappy and I'm downloading this is because this is super vague. The Global Labs last week did not have anything on it. I'm actually anybody really unhappy about the Global Labs this last week? I'm ridiculously unhappy about it. The Global Labs this last week didn't even warrant me making a patch note video about it. It wasn't even good enough for me to make a fucking rundown video about it. That's how bad it was. Because I really only cover the Global Labs when it's like actually important. The community is in a really bad spot. And they haven't even acknowledged that we're saying anything. The only people that have acknowledged that they've heard our feedback at all is Etsu on the CMGM team for North America, who before the top PvP top 100 tournament literally goes, guys, we heard your feedback. We hear you. We are trying. Because that's all they can fucking do. Because it's our NA team that is literally fighting for us. And it's the Korean team that literally refuses to act. Holy shit. These people Okay, the developers. That's who we're mad with. Insane. Insane, dude. What a crazy video.